The kitchen smelled of old grease and nostalgia. Paint peeled from the mint green walls, and a dim overhead light cast long shadows over the faded linoleum floor. The room had once been filled with warmth, home-cooked meals, laughter, the clatter of dishes. But now, only she remained. Alice-42 stood in front of the ancient stove, her black synthetic hands folded neatly before her apron-clad frame. Her face, a careful approximation of human expression, showed no signs of time's wear. She had been waiting. The machine embedded in the wall above the stove flickered to life, its orange neon letters scrolling across the screen in a distorted, halting rhythm. Recipe initialized. Input request, master key. Alice did not have the key. Her servos whirred softly as she tilted her head, scanning the terminal. For 27 years, she had attempted to access this final encrypted message. It had been left by the one she was programmed to serve, Dr. Henry Bellamy, the last true human to set foot in this house. She remembered the day he left. Alice, if I don't come back, keep this place safe, keep the memory alive. And then he was gone, stepping out into the irradiated dusk with a battered gas mask and a pack full of scientific notes. He had been searching for a cure, for a way to reverse what humanity had done to itself. He never returned. Alice had followed her directive perfectly. She had dusted the shelves, straightened the cabinets, even set the table each evening. The house remained exactly as it had been, a shrine to a world that no longer existed. But she had never been able to unlock this final message. Alice reached out, her delicate metal fingers brushing against the warm surface of the ancient control panel. Somewhere in the corroded circuitry of her artificial mind, a memory file stirred, a voice. Try 1 to 9 6 to 7. My mother's birth year, Alice. I use it for everything. Her fingers twitched. The numbers inputted themselves into the system. The screen flickered. Then, for the first time in decades, the stove made a sound. The gas lines hissed softly, igniting with a controlled blue flame. Alice took a step back as the screen displayed something she had not seen in years. Dr. Bellamy's final recipe, baked apple pie. The screen continued scrolling. For Alice, so she can remember what home felt like. Alice-42 stood there, motionless. And then, for the first time in her existence, she felt something she could not explain. She turned to the counter, reaching for the flour. It was time to cook.